That's what I say every time I see him.
Today we're doing a preseason All-Americans draft for the 2024-25 college basketball season. Locked On Women's Basketball starts now.
You are Locked On Women's Basketball, your daily podcast on women's basketball. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
Welcome. You are Locked On Women's Basketball. Thanks for making us your first listen every day. We are free and available wherever you listen to podcasts and on YouTube. If you haven't heard already, from one of our weekday shows, Locked On Women's Basketball now has a daily newsletter, a one-stop shop for ultimate team and league coverage delivered right to your inbox. Sign up for free today at lockedondaily.com. That's lockedondaily.com, and get started today with the all-new Locked On Women's Basketball newsletter. My name's Hunter Cruse. I'm your Saturday co-host covering the WNBA draft and prospect scouting. I'm joined by my co-hosts Emily Adler and Lydia Shafer. We're also joined by Russell Steinberg of Clutch Points and the UConn blog for this draft. Just to explain, what is this process here? What's our draft going to be like today?
So, for some reason, the Next trusts us to be the very last podcast that they put out before the actual college basketball season starts. So I figured it's time to stop talking about 18-year-old international Lithuanians, and instead we should probably talk about the season that starts when you're hearing this in 2 days. So today, yes, we are joined not only by Clutch Points and UConn basketball blog contributor Russell, but also former, indefinitely paused host of Brawl Don't Lie, Russell Steinberg. So I figured he would be a great participant to get into a little bit of silliness. Today we are going to, like you said in the beginning, we're going to draft preseason All-American. Well, not preseason, but we're going to draft All-American teams. We're going to see how well we can the teams stack up against each other. But here's the catch. When someone takes a player, that team is off the board, which is to say that if you draft Tina Pow or if you draft Ashlyn Watkins, the next person cannot draft Malaysia Fulwiley. If someone takes Flaujae, you cannot take Anissa Morrow.
I'm glad you said that because I was really scared for a second that I was going to have to remember who's in what conference.
I think we have a few too many people to do one player per conference.
Is this a conference game? I don't know. I will never know.
Quick, Lincoln, quick. Is Cal TCU a conference game?
No.
Correct.
Yes.
You had to think about that, though.
I did.
He did.
Is TCU SMU? Are they the same thing? They're both in the same area. I don't know.
So just to clarify, one player per team overall, or just for each individual?
Oh, overall.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, this will be fun. Okay.
That's the objective here. We go for fun. Speaking of which, I probably should have done this before we started, but we're going to start off by figuring out who's going to draft first, and it is Lincoln.
Dang.
Ooh, that's fun. That means
That's a hard pick.
I get to pick Paige Beckers.
No?
Correct.
No.
I would like to select Paige Beckers to my team.
You can. I'll allow it.
Let's go.
Who's picking second?
Okay. I don't know. I thought that would generate more interest. Next is Hunter.
Juju Watkins.
Who's that?
Good basketball player.
Who's she play for?
Southern Cal.
What conference are they in?
Big Ten.
Oh, right. Solid. So this has now eliminated Kiki Iriafen and Raya Marshall, effectively. I don't think I was really looking forward to drafting Raya Marshall.
Are we trying to build actual basketball teams, not just like 5 players?
Well, that depends. You can take whatever approach you want. You can draft like 5 players from the non-UConn Big East if you wanted to. And just
No, but like if they're all like point guards, like is it not position based?
That depends. Are we doing USBWA style voting or are we doing AP style voting?
I think we're doing AP style voting.
Okay. So they don't
Just for
have to be.
talent.
Yeah, they don't have to be.
Okay.
They don't have to be like 1-1, 1-2, 1-3, etc. But they do have to be able to play together.
Okay. Yeah.
Or you can go 5 UCTHs, but like You can't go 5 full Wileys. Actually, you probably could go 5 full Wileys. You could go 5 Juju Watkinses.
Yeah, you could.
I think who else could you
go 5 Lauren Betts?
I do really want to see this year like a Betts Kiki Rice inverted pick and roll.
That would be so fun.
I feel like Kiki.
Corey Close, get your pen out. Start taking notes.
I feel like Kiki could lay down a good screen. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
And if not, get London Jones to set the screen.
Let's go.
Just for comedic effect of 1.5 foot height difference.
Good God. They should just have them stand next to each other every time they do like tip off. It's like when what was it? I think it was last season, like the 2023 season, when Brittany Sykes like beat out Tierra McCowan or something for a tip ball or a jump ball. I love basketball. Russ, you got the 3rd pick.
Oh wow. Okay. So you made this difficult by the one team thing, but what I would like to do is
that was the point.
Block a bunch of good players from everybody else. That's very important to me.
I realized right after my pick that I should have done that.
Yeah. So I'm gonna take Hannah Hidalgo.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
So now I want to think of teams that have multiple All-American caliber players.
That's a good one. That's a very good one.
Are we doing Snake or are we?
We are
You
doing
have to
Snake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you got Paige.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for Paige, I probably wouldn't do Snake. But makes it slightly harder.
You just wanted 2 picks in a row.
No, honestly, I thought my number came up before, but I accidentally hit generate random number twice in a row. So it hit 2 and then it immediately hit 3 again. That's how Lincoln got the first pick. Oh, Sonya Citron's off the board. I'm going to take now. Is Ashley Watkins out of jail? Okay.
She is suspended.
Oh, but I'm not going to Ashley Watkins.
Yeah, she's not playing.
Oh, that's tough.
She is, yeah.
Oh, that's tough. I was gonna. You know what? I'll take the easy pick. I'm going with Anissa Morrow. As much as I did consider Floujay, obviously I would have just picked both if I could, but I feel like Morrow gets the easy stats more, especially given the fact that like she's going to be playing next to like the reincarnation of Kalani Brown, derogatory.
No, she's playing with Samaya Smith. They're starting Samaya Smith.
Oh, let's go! The reincarnation of Melissa Smith, in a good way. Are they actually starting Melissa Smith over ADR?
Samaya Smith started the exhibition game. ADR was like the 4th player off the bench.
Oh, dude,
that's good.
Oh my God, Kim Mulkey has finally been 21st century pilled.
They had a whole bunch of injuries, so who knows?
All right, I forgot about that. I mean, they're gonna miss Miracle Shepherd. And then on the tail end, I'm taking Madison Booker.
That takes Rory Harmon off the board.
That takes not only Rory Harmon, but also no, Diana Gaston transfer. Never mind. They don't have any good picks left.
Takes Taylor Jones off the board.
Oh yeah, I was taking Taylor Jones.
Isn't she 27?
Probably.
She might be.
Experience.
It's just veteran leadership. We're calling back around here. Russ, you're up.
All right, real quick, can you just give me the schools that have been taken? Just because I'm stupid and didn't write them down.
Got you.
No, you're all good. It's UConn, USC, Notre Dame, LSU, and Texas. Which, if you told me that was the top 5 teams in the country, I wouldn't have a hard time believing you.
Yeah.
Wait,
okay.
Wait, no, damn it,
Yes,
the fans are going to come. The fans are coming for me again.
I think I'm going to send fans of my own preferred team at me because I already have a Notre Dame player. And now I think I am going to take...
I forgot you were a Notre Dame fan. Good point.
Listen closer to my word salad lead up, please. I am going to take Malaysia Fulwiley.
Oh, that is a great
That is a wildly dynamic backcourt.
Hell yeah.
I was considering her, but like I have no idea how those minutes are going to shake out.
Your twist has completely changed how I'm doing this because I'm doing it now mostly to screw the rest of you.
And that's how I thought Lincoln was going to approach it. Hunter,
This is probably the hardest pick so far for me.
good. You've only made 2.
It's your second.
It is the hardest pick I've made so far.
And the first time you drafted someone who scored 52 points in a game.
I bet the next one will be even harder.
I assume.
Actually, probably not, because he can just pick 2.
Is UCLA still on the board?
Yes.
I'll take Lauren Betts here.
You know what? That's a good pick. New rule: Lincoln can only make 1 pick before the ad break.
Great, love it. This is where it starts to get less and less easy.
Like I said.
Yeah.
I thought it'd take a little longer, but I'm in. I'm glad. It's
I'm-
actually be funnier if we had 5 people.
I love when we don't learn the rules until right before we start.
That's like
Yeah,
every
that-
podcast we do, though.
All
Every
my
podcast we do that
preparations
I
go out the window.
host.
We never know the rules. That is the difficult part of this game.
I've spent
now we have-
multiple minutes preparing for this.
Well,
The top 7
You,
teams. in
you
the
guys know.
country
You
off
guys
the
know.
board.
Not well. There's your problem. Whose line is it anyway? The points are made up, and the rules don't
yeah,
matter.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Do the ad break. I'll make both of my picks after the break.
all right, we'll get to the first ad break, and then Lincoln will be back on the clock. You've heard us talk a lot about FanDuel, America's #1 sports book. So when you get the hunch in the middle of a game, you can check out the latest stats, view the live play-by-play, and so much more on the same page where you place your bets. You can start with $200 in bonus bets, guaranteed when you place your first $5 bet. That's FanDuel.com to get started. All right, back on the clock, Lincoln. You got no more time to waste on this clock.
Yeah. We bought you about 10 seconds real time, about 60 seconds podcast time.
Right. Yep. So I'm scrolling through in my head. We have the top 7 teams in the country off of the board. That's
Right.
bad. That makes this hard.
Duke Erasure.
I don't care about Duke. You guys can say whatever you want.
I feel like one of the picks here should be obvious, but like,
Yeah. Here's the thing. I'm really bad at doing the obvious thing.
I'm literally just
Just
staring
saying.
at my draft. I'm literally just staring at my draft boards here.
Well, here's
You
the
told
thing.
Lincoln not to prep.
Yeah, you.
No, I told him he probably did not need to prep because I assumed he just remembered players.
Yeah, I remember some players, but let me tell you, my brain is thinking of funny players.
Oh.
There's no rule against funny players.
That's a great point.
Let's get weird.
There's no rule that says a funny player can't play basketball.
I'm gonna take Georgia Amore with my first pick.
You know what? That's a good pick.
So no more.
Especially since Kentucky has oh crap, a sophomore center they took over from Virginia Tech, who I like, whose name I cannot remember. She's like 6'3". Can't jump.
I knew you were talking about. Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about though. Yeah, other than that center, they have no other weapons.
They have that transfer Deja Lawrence from somewhere in the Sun Belt.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the Sun Belt is they're still the Fun Belt when it comes to women's basketball, but the talent does not translate upwards. This is not football.
Shout out Kiki Jefferson.
That's right.
Mm.
Well, she's the exception.
Yeah. And my second pick, I'm gonna take Audie Crooks.
Ooh,
She's gonna
Took my
put up-
pick.
she's
That's
gonna
a good
put up
one.
numbers.
several of them, in fact. Speaking of
Yeah.
players who like scored over 40 points in a game, I think.
Yeah, she had a monster tournament game.
Good one, good one.
Am I back on the clock?
Yes,
Yep.
you are.
I'm set up pretty well here. Someone
Yeah,
I was on.
I was saying the fun thing for you is you obviously have your 5, but like as with Lincoln with Paige, you could get away with playing Juju at 3 different positions.
Yeah, I'm set up pretty well here. I'm gonna take Isaiah James with my pick here.
Oh, come on!
It was either Isaiah or Sanaya, but I was like,
I was gonna go with Sanaya. How did Lincoln not take Sanaya?
Yeah, I don't know. It set me up well. Because I did not want Audie
think
Crooks
Isaiah
and
James
Lauren
over
Betts
Sanaya
on the
Rivers?
same team. That would.
The ACC doesn't exist.
Over Sanaya Rivers, really?
I don't think about the ACC ever.
ACC is all I see. That doesn't work.
Wait, who did you take?
I took Isaiah James.
Oh, okay.
The second best NC State player by a decent margin.
She probably is, but she
in
might not
both
score as many
directions.
points.
I can't believe you didn't take Isaiah. I can't believe you didn't take Sanaya Rivers. That's crazy. Russ, you are on the clock.
All right. So this pick was going to be where I got a little weird and took a mid-major, but I'm not doing that now.
Rachel Rose.
No.
Is she still in college?
Yeah, she's at Wofford still.
Good lord.
Although, looking at who's left, there's not really many opportunities to screw the rest of you.
Aw.
But I do need a non-guard. So I'm going to take Reagan Beers.
No! Damn it. I thought everyone
Okay,
had
good.
forgotten
That
about
makes
her.
me think I had a good pick.
No! I really thought everyone had forgotten about her.
That's a great pick. For
Such a
some
good
reason,
pick.
Skylar Van was floating in my head as well.
Oh my God.
The moving van. The moving van.
And you have 2 in a row?
I do have 2 in a row, and I really need to take a center, but there's no good ones left. Oh, can I get away with that? Yeah, those seem like safe picks. Okay. There's probably someone better I should be taking, but I can't remember them. So, oh no, of course, I'm going with Ty Latson.
Pretty good pick.
Yeah, so I'm between her and another guard that none of us think should play the point, but the other one is not going to put up as many points. And I am going to take on the turnaround. Let's take Lucy Olson off the board because I'm taking Hannah Stulke.
What?
Oh, I hate you.
Yeah, Lucy Olson is definitely the better pick, but I have 3 guards. No, I don't. I probably should take Lucy Olson. Whatever.
There's still some guards on the
Take
board, I
Lucy
think.
Olson.
No, it's too late. I took my hand off the chess piece.
Oh, is that the rule?
That is, yeah.
There's definitely a great center I'm forgetting about.
I don't
somewhere
think
in the
so.
country.
Somewhere.
Well, we don't like any centers.
The best center was from the same team you already took.
Addison
Back to
O'Grady?
Russ.
No, Timpson.
Timpson.
Good.
Yeah, you should have been cool and just gotten a center.
Or
Really?
someone that plays in the Big 12. There's some name I'm thinking about. It's been in college for a decade.
Oh,
that,
shit.
That would have been my next one if I were to
Shit.
take another center.
Oh, god damn it! I should have taken her.
Back to Russ?
Is her name even on here?
Probably not.
Yeah, probably
Damn it.
not.
I'm an idiot.
All right.
Makes so much sense.
By the
Now
way,
none
how
of
many
us have
rounds
any-
of this are we doing?
Oh, 5. You gotta build a full
Okay,
team.
good.
I'm so pissed right now.
I didn't know how weird you wanted to make it.
Yeah, that is a fair question.
I mean, if we need time, we can just go to 6.
I think we'll be good.
Do we
The
need a
audience,
coach,
by the
and
way,
we
can
can't take the
obviously-
coach of any team that we've taken.
The audience, by the way, can obviously play along with this game. It's not that hard. Just think of a team that we didn't draft from and pick every time after each round.
The hardest part for me is remembering who plays basketball after a whole summer. That's
it
everything
makes you-
college falls out of my head.
If it makes you feel any better, you probably are still better at who he played for, or I guess who she played for, than Shaq.
Wait,
Or
what?
Charles.
Wait, who usually plays that game?
Charles.
Oh,
He went 1 out of 5 this year.
which is pretty impressive for a guy
And the
who's
only
paid
one-
to be a national voice of
The only
basketball.
one he got right was because it flashed on the screen before he made his decision.
I'm going with another guard. I am going. Am I? Yeah. I'm going with Alyssa Usby from North Carolina.
Oh, does that even count as a guard? I know they list her as a guard, but like,
Oh, sorry. Guard,
we-
forward, wing.
She
That's
gets
actually
assists.
perfect for me.
she does get assists. That's right. Yeah. The player
ESPN
that,
lists her as a guard, but they list everybody as a guard.
Yeah, they have Anissa Morrow as a guard.
Yeah, that's a fair point. Yeah, Alyssa Osby, the player that Deja Kelly has been siphoning national attention off of for years. Hashtag go Ducks.
Ducks?
Ducks? Yeah, she transferred.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Oregon exists.
Do that Oregon team is like it has her, it has like Amina Mohammed and
Yes.
still Filipina Che.
And
That's a weird team.
Ehi Setute.
I don't know who that is.
It's Hunter's favorite Netherlander Alyssa Peely clone.
Oh yeah.
That's great that you have a list.
He has international prospects for like the 2032 class.
Not 30.
Oh my
I don't do that. It's only 2030.
That's still
What's
bad.
wrong with you?
That's like a 14-year-old.
Not 14. It's like 16 maybe.
No, they're eligible at 20.
2010.
Yeah,
15 maybe.
you should be on the
They're
list.
14.
Speaking of
Hunter,
lists,
make your pick.
no. Speaking of lists, Hunter, who's our next ad break for?
Our next ad break is for game time.
Great timing.
Game Time picks filters out the fluff to show you only incredible deals on great seats so you don't have to waste time searching through thousands of tickets. Game Time has all-in pricing, so toggling this feature shows the total upfront with no surprise fees at checkout. Your purchase is covered with the most flexible purchase customer service policy in the ticketing industry. You can take the guesswork out of buying tickets with Game Time picks. Download the Game Time app today, create an account, and use code LOCKEDONNBA for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account and redeem code LOCKEDONNBA for $20 off. Download Game Time today. What time is it? Game time.
Segway.
All right, we're back.
Pick.
Is JJ Quinterly still on the board?
Yeah.
That is exactly who I was going to
JJ Quinterly is my pick.
That's exactly who I was going to pick until I remembered Tonight Latson existed.
I feel
Rude.
pretty good about my team.
Yeah, this takes who the hell
Jordan
is it?
Harrison off the board.
Thank you. I was just who the hell even plays for the Mountaineers anymore?
Go Ears.
Go Ears.
Okay.
Curb your Mountaineers. Still my most famous video on YouTube.
This,
It's
I
great.
think I'm probably gonna just have to end up playing Paige at the 4. But
Oh, so it looks like the real page. That's what
like the real thing.
I'm gonna have to do anyway.
That's January page once everyone gets hurt.
Honestly, they're like one injury away.
It'll happen. Don't worry.
They're one injury away, or Ayanna Patterson still being bad.
I fear both might happen.
Oh, it's entirely possible.
Or another concussion.
Oh, we already assumed that's gonna happen.
Oh.
If I could just derail us real quick, when I was watching
Gladly.
first night a couple weeks ago, and they were doing the player introductions for UConn, they introduced Caroline Ducharme, and she came out wearing sunglasses, and it was meant to be looking cool, and everybody's heart stopped until they introduced the next player who was also wearing sunglasses, and then it was like, okay, this is it.
They're doing a bit.
It's a great fit. Oh no. Seriously, please just medically retire. We care about your brain.
Yeah.
My first pick is gonna be Jewel Spear.
Interesting.
She's gonna get a lot of points.
She's gonna have to get a ton of shots.
Yeah.
She's also gonna be gassed by the third quarter.
Yeah,
That's how
why
it
don't-
often
Second quarter
90
maybe.
97-second stints. You play 97 seconds, you get 3 shots up and 2 steals, and then you go sit on the bench for 97 seconds. You come back in.
97 seconds of hell.
Shout out Nolan Richardson.
Ooh,
Is the opposite of 40 minutes of hell 7 minutes of heaven?
no comment.
Oh, I do.
Oh man, I wanted to take Kaylin Gilbert. Was really fun in their exhibition game, but she's off the board because of Anissa Morrow.
Because of woke.
Yeah.
You can't take LSU players anymore because of woke.
Okay, I have a couple of different positional kind of options. Do I take like a 4? Do I take just a shooting guard? Do I take a different 4, a different 4,
If you stall a little
who knows?
longer, you can get us to the end of this podcast.
The most fun player for me to take here.
Annika Soltau.
It's Grace Van Slooten. I'm
The
taking
agenda
Grace Van Slooten
lives.
here. So my 5 is Georgia Amore, Jewel Spear, Paige Beckers, Grace Van Slooten, Audie Crooks.
That's a weird team, dude.
I don't know if
I enjoy that team.
Oh, I enjoy that wholeheartedly. That's a weird team.
We're setting tons of guard screens and running all over the place on the perimeter and then posting up 40 times a game.
You are getting destroyed defensively.
We're running split action every single time down. Post splits every time.
Paige and GVS are going to be like the most taxed defensively of anyone in the country on this team.
And it can work.
You have a lot of faith in GVS, more than I do, frankly.
Has anybody taken Cody McMahon?
No.
No.
That was
Because
one of my
she was
4.
on my list.
That's my pick.
I'm surprised Lincoln did not take her.
Yeah, Lincoln just took players that are worse than like who I took.
I went more fun and more stats. They're
not. Cody's gonna score like 20. Grace.
Cody's best teammate is either someone coming off of her second ACL tear in the same knee, or a 5'6" freshman.
But is 22 points and 6 rebounds better than 14 points, 7 rebounds, 6 assists? I don't know.
on like 35% shooting.
I was gonna say GVS does have more than exactly one finishing move. How good is she at them? Don't ask.
Yeah.
Anyway, you heard it here, folks. Grace Van Slooten is more likely to be an All-American this season than Cody McMahon.
I don't know.
That's
You think I took this seriously?
No, that's the entire point of this. Also, Russ, before you get to your last pick, I realize a bunch of these players have changed teams. We should probably go over some of them.
I have all the teams written out. I can tell you.
No, I know. Lincoln, for those of people who don't know, she has not changed teams, but she was only a freshman last season. Audie Crooks, who she play for?
Plays for Iowa State.
Thank you. Russ, Reagan Pierce, who she play for?
Oklahoma.
Thank you.
I was terrified I got that wrong. I was like,
Right.
did I miss something? Because
Got
it's
it.
incredibly possible.
No, that's correct.
I think it's really, really impressive that we haven't accidentally double drafted.
No, it's actually crazy. And Lincoln, GVS, who she play for?
Michigan State. Go Spartans.
Right.
Go green.
Go Sparty. Russ, last pick.
Nobody said go white.
All right. So here's my explanation for this. This is always how you know a good pick is coming.
Oh,
I have
before the actual pick.
Yeah. So I have like a rule when I do fantasy drafts, which is when I get to the end, if I haven't taken a player from my favorite team, I always
take a
do.
kicker?
Now I can't do that here because UConn was taken first, but I can take a good player from their conference. And believe it or not, there's like 1 or 2 that don't play for UConn.
So you're basically just like Rob Lowe wearing the NFL hat?
Basically at this point, yeah.
East.
I'm taking Lauren Jensen.
Great pick.
That's a very Lincoln-coded pick.
Fun
I was also
player.
going for Lincoln coded.
Very fun player. You could have also taken one of the 3 or 4 former UConn players that play for Maryland now.
I was also considering triggering every UConn fan I know by taking Sailor Poffenbarger just for fun.
Yeah.
Remember when Gino was like, we really don't have any like players who like leave here and like are good, which like is true with exactly one major exception that was like a decade ago. But Brenda Freeze is trying
to prove him wrong.
He said bet. Amari DeBerry and Pyeth Gabriel, please.
Hey, we still like them.
Oh,
There are
sure.
others that we
I
don't
shouldn't.
like.
Yeah, I mean, like, Jesus.
Emma,
Anyways.
your pick.
Yep. We're just gonna go with Ayoka Lee.
Yeah.
Big yoke.
Good pick. Surprised she lasted that long.
Honestly, so am I. But you guys all picked like
Wait,
true
does that mean
centers.
that you're playing Anissa Morrow at the 3?
Yeah, I'm like actual LSU.
Fair enough.
You do kind of remind me of Kim Mulkey, I gotta say.
Emma, there's so much size.
This is my podcast now.
Audio only. Em just walked away, took headphones off, and is gone.
Oh, now she is crying.
We are spiraling. And the shortest player on your team is a 5'9" guard.
And what about it?
That's fun.
Also, she's not playing the 2.
Oh?
The shortest player on my team has a 6'5.5" wingspan. She's playing the 2. That's Madison Booker.
No, Madison Booker
Or-
is 6'2".
Oh.
Tanaya Latson's the shortest player on your
Shut up.
team.
Anyway, we're going to go in order. Lincoln, your team is Georgia Amor, Jules Spear, Paige Beckers, Grace Van Sluten, Audie Crooks. Now that is a very the next scout team coded team.
It's a team.
Hunter, you want to read off your team? I assume you've been
Go
taking
who?
notes.
Isaiah James, JJ Quinterly, Juju Watkins, Cody McMahon, Lauren Betts.
That is the most switch everything team possible.
It's a good team. We don't actually have a true point guard, but we can just kind of just just do whatever.
Juju
The
can play
buckets.
point guard. Then
Yeah.
you have like 3
Juju can play.
almost point
Juju
guards.
can play
Yeah.
point guard and again put up 50 points and 0.
And also Lauren Betts is a great passer.
Right, we're good.
Okay, agree to disagree on that one. Russ, you got your team, or you want me to read it off?
You can read it off.
All
I
right.
have it. I just want you to read it.
Sure you do, buddy. We got Hen Hidalgo, Malaysia Fulwiley, Lauren Jensen, Alyssa Usby, and Reagan Beers. That's a solid first place ACC team right there.
Yeah, that's what I'm going for. For first place team and not the best conference, but also a very good conference.
Works.
Wait, what is the best conference this year then? It's not the SEC.
Well, actually, this year I don't know.
It's the Pac-12.
That's a conversation for another time. That means,
Oh!
that means I have to remember who was in what conference. and
Estera
I
Tuhina,
can't.
best player on the best team in the best conference.
Jesus Christ. Who even is
Pac-12 lives forever.
still on Oregon State? Other
I've
than
got-
Scott Rook.
I've got no
Yeah,
clue.
Scott.
I couldn't name one player
Are
on
we
their
sure
team.
Scott's still there? Can someone check on him?
Scott, you
He's
left.
I think he's there in body, but very much not in spirit. Anyway, I've got Tanaya Latson, Madison Booker, Anissa Morrow, Hannah Stuelke, and Aoka Lee. Please sound off in the comments as to whose team you think is the best and why it's obviously mine.
It's mine for sure.
It's obviously mine. And we will see at the end of the season who.
Marat stayed.
Good for her. We'll see at the end of the season whose
And
team
Kelsey
is
Reese.
whose team is actually has the most All-Americans. Personally, I think Lauren Jensen's a pretty good lock.
I think so too.
You heard it
Can
here
we-
first, folks.
Wait, can we now draft coaches and we can't take any coaches of teams that we've taken? Because I want to know who knows other coaches.
Sure, Lincoln, you're up first.
Oh no, don't make me go first.
You're
No, it's
first.
No.
If
You know
we're
what?
doing snake draft, it's you. If we're doing snake draft, it's you up first.
I know, but it's funnier if I don't go first.
All right.
I think my team, we got a lot of dogs. We got a lot of we got a lot of players that can go in a lot of different directions. But I think we really need focus. I think we really need heart. I think we need a strong presence to lead us in the right direction. And I think, frankly, we're lacking in marketability. We need to sell more T-shirts, and that's why I'm drafting Carol Lawson.
We could have seen that coming. All right.
There were many other options on the board, but none of them were going to generate nearly as many Instagram impressions.
Yeah.
Russ, you're up.
All right. And I think I will go with the coach of the only team that still has 2 players remaining on my list. And that would
You
be
don't get
Brenda
the players
Freeze.
too.
What?
I said you don't get the players too.
I know,
Oh, yeah.
but that's just like
That's-
how I can remember who coaches are. I'm going to take Brenda
Great
Freeze.
pick.
Who she coached for?
I believe an SEC school now. No,
I think-
no, that doesn't exist.
No, they are an
Missouri
ACC.
Valley.
The Big East.
No, they are definitely an ACC team.
Yeah, they really are.
They really are.
They really are.
It's not a bit.
But Big 10 would be the answer.
Big 16?
Big 16. No, they're 18.
Are they 18 now?
I think it's.
Oh yeah, because they no, I thought they were 12 before.
Yeah.
And then they were 12.
No, they were not. They were
14?
definitely more than 12.
It was 11, and then it was 12 for 1 year, and then it was 14. It was 12 between when Nebraska joined and Rutgers and Maryland were added, which was like 2 years later.
Sure. Are you going to draft Deion Sanders?
I'm selecting the best mid-major coach in the country.
Jacob is going to have some thoughts on this.
The GOAT Carl at FGCU.
Oh, yeah. That's fun.
Carl Smesko.
And I think I'm going to close it out by
Carl is a very good selection for your personnel.
building our team for next year by picking one of the best recruiters in the country. I'm going to take Mark Campbell at TCU.
Yeah, your team is kind of filled with assholes, so. Look. No one listens to this podcast anyway.
Good point.
All right. Next, we're taking Dobos.
I'm going with Aaliyah Goodman. It's the only Dobo I know off the top of my head.
All right. Thanks for Lost Women's Basketball. Your first listen every day. ADs. I couldn't name like 3 ADs.
If we had gone like another round, I might have taken a D3 player. Just for fun.
Who was that like 5'10" girl from like Minnesota College D2 who had like 27 rebounds in the championship game or something?
We were like watching
I
her
don't
through
know.
the prospect or something. One player we were.
Remember
You
when
could
we were
troll us too, and we're like, this does not work, dude. She's
the
5'11".
St. Louis School of Pharmacy School.
Odds are I dated a girl from there.